They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to drop. And let me tell you, this one was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Why you, though? I mean, you don't fit the mold for being sleepless in a Seattle body bag, if you pardon my saying so. Now, if your eyes were an inch closer together, or you owned a dog named Sven, or delighted in crunching on kettle chips in an art house movie theater, then maybe I could see it. Are any of those things true, Miss,
What? No, and I'm Verona. Just Verona. What the heck are you talking about? You are a detective, right? Look, it's real simple. I'm going through my purse and I find a goddamn death threat and this freaky looking sword thing.
Huh. Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, weren't there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, Detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabian take a look-see. See what shakes out. Now this was familiar. Hello there, my little parchment pal. You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Ha! Of course. Good quality paper, but I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but he's still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the rebar killer.
No, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, loquacious letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too, see if any old bones fall out. That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now, listen. I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar then?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the rebar killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood. The rebar killer. I'd heard that name many, many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona? The folks would have stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls. Being honest, it's kind of a blur. But if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know. Oh God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
These friends of yours, are they the same ones who let a stranger violate the inner sanctum of your purse? Trust me, you are much better off here. And remember, our coffee is free of charge.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding tabs?
Why, Detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona. I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research. I found that asking the cabinets real nicely would make all the difference.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the rebar killer?
Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news clippings, side notes, dockets and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated.
Any word on D.B. Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
If only they knew. Got anything new on the ghost ferries?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound. Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently, it's a prelude to the second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
I guess he got something right. What have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a Storian. The flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf war, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads,
Huh?
Anything that screams being Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. Thanks. I need to follow up.
Oh, detective, you just use me. You never even stay for breakfast.
Well, look who crawled out of their pit. What happened to the alarm clock Smithy got you?
It was a mite overzealous. I traded it to a buddy for an Everly Brothers single and a 1978 World Almanac.
Of course you did. You need something?
What's spinning, Wheeler?
You need new material, buddy. Nothing much, though. Fender benders, drunks, and me catching up on my backlog.
Season 3 of High School Detective?
Yeah, just got to where Tammy has a run-in with the Study Buddies. Hell of a plot twist.
Any hot precinct gossip?
Your boss is in a good mood.
That is news. Any idea what's ringing Benny's bell?
Who can say? Maybe a kitten died or an orphanage burned down.
I'm on the case. Catch you later.
Take it easy.
Cold night. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of. I needed to take a look at my options, figure out where to go first on my mental map of Seattle. Silky only had 2 vintages of wine behind the bar, the white one and the red. No show tonight. Well, what Silky called the show. To me, it was a jackhammer and some energetic shouting. Smash a bottle in here and everyone would go real quiet.
Well, if it ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the end of the rainbow?
Wheeler said you were in a good mood.
Did he?
I guess he was wrong.
Let's just say a horse came in.
I thought maybe we could chew the fat, maybe catch up a bit. Did you read my case report?
Your evidence? 20 pages on a goddamn sonic grid? It's in the trash, along with your being Illuminati bullshit. I ain't got time for your crap. Do your job.
But boss, this is important. Seattle's aural soundscape is a fusion of complex...
One more goddamn word and I'll stick your lips shut.
I was wondering, you ever hear of the rebar killer? A case from back in the 1920s.
Long before my time. Name's familiar. Clue me in.
The news hounds called him the rebar killer because, well, he killed people using rebar. But for us, he was a hunter. Santiago.
Oh, shit, yeah. I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few of our big names, right? What about him?
Well, it's just a theory, but I think he's back. That case last week has all his signature moves. Rebar, a missing head, and the Sword of St. James.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. Why should I listen this time?
Because we didn't catch him last time around. He cut his way through the court. We lost too many kindred. He's a risk.
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we were asleep at the wheel. So go tell him. I'll tell him I sent you.
Tell Campbell.
Yeah, this turns out to be something, I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash. Get it?
I get it. I better go, boss.
Yeah, you'd better.
Fabian, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
Not a social call, Silky. You had someone here last night. Dangerous. Keeping tabs on a girl.
Fabian, I'd be disappointed if I didn't have a dangerous person in my bar. Why, I can count 2 right here, right now. Listen, my friend. You know the rules. All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business, they don't ask mine. I mean, is this court orders or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
You ever hear tell of a killer by the name of Santiago?
Santiago? Old St. James? Patron saint of veterinarians and skin traders, if I remember rightly. Friend to a certain carpenter in Jerusalem, so I hear. Should I hold a table for him?
Just bend a little, Oak Tree. Is the girl here? Name of Verona.
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy.
Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so I figured I'd best follow her trail. Decking the halls, Still a couple of weeks to Christmas. Lou always liked a big party back in the day. The spirit of goodwill and charity, as evidenced by the richest of Seattle. Everything looks festive, but all just for show.
Do you have business at our establishment, sir?
Seattle PD. And yes, I do have business. I'm trying to trace someone's movements.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can expedite your egress, the better for all.
I don't know much about birds of prey, but there was a young lady here last night with her friends. Name of Verona.
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some time. She and her party were ejected in the small hours for extreme intoxication. The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment, neither were her gestures, nor her choice of urination receptacle. I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her movements.
Did you hear what they were talking about?
It is not my place to eavesdrop on our clientele, sir. That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona cannot, in fact, sing.
Ouch. Well, at least she was in a good mood. Anything strike you as fishy last night?
No more than usual, sir. We are often afflicted with inebriates.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They tell me you can get a cream for it. I better be going. I, need to feed the egress.
May you find joy in it, sir.
The great and the good of old Seattle. A catalog of those caught in Mistress Lou's net before she took early retirement.
Sorry, why do these people look familiar? Is it only me? Maybe I'm tripping.
From darkness and despair will come transfiguration. all is well.
The world's still here. I was hoping you could fit me in your schedule.
The world thrills as ecstasy reaches out for us both. Can you not feel it, Fabian?
I have work to do before the end. Don't go anywhere.
Keep your eyes towards rapture, dearest detective.
Verona remembered the Macon bar.
Let the clamor of the city wash over you. Soon, it will all mean nothing.
Good evening to you, Patrick. How's my favorite portal security operative?
Uh-oh. Something up? Need to see the boss?
No. I reckon you're the right man for the moment. I need your memory. In particular, the memory of a woman named Verona. Name ring a bell?
You usually make it tougher. That one's easy. She owes me for dry cleaning. Tried to talk her way in, but she couldn't form a sentence, so I told her no. Then she puked on me. Nice girl.
Did you happen to see anyone following her? Maybe paying a bit too much attention?
Seriously? She vomited on my second best pair of pants. That's all I remember. And it's not a fragrant memory. You need anything else, or can I get back to the job I enjoy so much?
No. You have your duties to attend to, and your laundry.
Huh.
Beer was cheap at the hole in the wall, and mortals did appreciate that.
Need to find a better spot.
A few Union Johnnies having a cold one, maybe. The hole in the wall needed a few dark corners. Younger kindred did like space. I read somewhere that darts used to be weapons of war. Seemed the patrons here were on the losing side. The piano was more out of tune than Herbert Hoover, and probably is old. I used to like these things back in the day. Nowadays, it's press a button, put your hands over your ears. Someone had a good night, unless they were playing hearts. Blip, bloop, bleep, bloop, blop. Never did get it. I did once win $100 from a one-armed bandit, but he died soon after.
Can you spare a moment for a few questions?
SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight. Not like last night. Man, that was a mess.
So what happened last night? Anything that stands out?
There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. The boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. It's useful.
Good view of where Verona was sitting from here.
So, tell me, Pockets. You see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, detective.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but...
Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of
of steel and plastic and the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. Which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Westenra construction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging.
I'd say don't get into any fistfights, Detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
I headed down to the old Westenra Corp headquarters, a site plagued by construction woes and unsavory types. There was that same scent of concrete Pockets had talked about. The place reeked, and it reeked of ghoul. A ghoul who didn't have access to a shower. So our stalker had a picture of Verona. Maybe that'd get Silky to open up.
Is that the light of hope in your eyes, Detective? You got something for me, right?
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul. And said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble. The girl here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you?
Well now, that is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
A pawn ticket. I figured I should follow that lead to a pawn shop. Bracing Verona about it directly was less likely to get results. I had a question to ask Nico about Verona and her newfound wealth. Nico helped me find knickknacks for my office. Knickknacks with history.
Friend Fabian, what brings you to my door? I've had nothing coming to your taste. Just rings of old marriages, necklaces of old mistresses, junk, you know how it is. Discarded memories.
I'm looking for a memory. Came in last night?
Everyone here trades memories for dollars. You know that. What was it? Or who?
It was sold by a young woman in trouble, even if she didn't know it at the time. I have a picture, actually. Recognize her?
Ah, yes, that one. She was burdened on the way in and floated her way out.
I have a ticket.
Ah, that's right. A locket. One moment.
Progress. I don't know what prompted Miss Verona to sell, but this might give me answers.
Miss Verona? That was not the name she gave me. Ravenna, if I have it right.
Now, what is she playing at?
I hope in some way the item brings you joy. Even if it's the joy of detection, huh?
Did she say why she pawned the locket?
Oh, you learn not to ask such things. There is usually sadness or anger down those roads, and to be honest, I did not want to share in hers.
How's business?
The festive season approaches. At this time, I receive old gifts so my clients can buy new ones. Renting a moment of happiness. This year, more deposits than purchases. An air of desperation.
I'll see you later, Nico.
Enjoy your detecting, detective.
And I think Sophia and I gave up on crosswords back in the early 40s. Too predictable. Not enough spark.
They said a cat may look at a king,
But when it came to princes, I wouldn't advise it. You could go through 9 lives in surprisingly quick order.
I wondered if Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out.
Next time. You found something, right?
I'm looking into avenues, Miss Verona. Avenues and alleyways. Oh, you certainly made an impression at the Macomb bar.
Oh my God, we got in? I'm sure it was amazing.
You could say that. You threw up on the bouncer. You're blacklisted.
Damn it.
Well, they remember you at the Glacier Hotel.
I think they watered down their drinks.
Well, that may be, but like I said, they remember you. And because they remember you, they won't be letting you back in. I'd avoid the place for a while, maybe change your makeup, your name, or move to a new city. Gossip is a terrible thing. You made it to the hole in the wall.
We did? Oh, guess we did.
Playing pool. They tell me a shady character was observing you from the sidelines.
Oh, yeah. Real sour face, that one. I told him where to stick it.
I imagine that you did. The Dutchman didn't strike me as your kind of place, but I was wrong. You were definitely imbibing there, loudly and copiously.
Wow, we made it to the Dutchman? I must have been out of it. We never go there. Way too sketchy for me and the girls. All that leather and denim, you know?
Much to my shame, I do know. I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop, sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
Does the name Ravenna mean anything to you?
What? No, it doesn't. Not anymore. And I'll thank you to keep your suspicions to yourself.
It's my job to have suspicions, and you asked for my help.
It doesn't matter. Just keep your nose out of it. I don't need your help. Not anymore.
Something told me she wasn't going to be so talkative, which was a blessing, but meant I'd hit dead end on the case. Yeah, I wasn't going to do that.
Any news, detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. I found this locket of yours at a pawn shop, sold to the broker under a false name.
Oh, that's not mine.
Don't worry, it's not a crime I care about. Not like murder or streetcar fare evasion. But how did you come to sell it? And how does it tie into our killer?
I didn't sell it, I swear. But you think the threat is real?
I have no doubt. This killer is real and could strike at any moment. Granted, it's a mite less likely here in PDHQ, though it is still a possibility. But hey, we won't charge a rent.
If it's real, well, I guess I need to tell you. The locket isn't mine. It belongs to my sister. My ex-sister, Ravenna. Check the photo inside. That's me and her. She, used to be my twinnie. But she's dead to me. You gotta understand that.
She passed away.
Oh no, we just don't get on. She's gone kind of weird. How's the locket fit in? Does that mean she's in danger?
Everything is connected, miss. It's simply a matter of degree. Try asking Mr. Bacon sometime. If you don't know him, someone will. So, where can I find this twinnie, this Ravenna?
Heck, I don't know. We haven't talked in half a year. Last I heard, she was working at Atrium. That's why I never go there.
I see. Maybe your messenger didn't have a name for his intended recipient. Only a photograph, and a poor one at that. This'll get complicated. A visit to the atrium and its mistress takes my comfort thoroughly out of its zone. I'm told she doesn't like the cut of my jib. Between you and me, I don't even own a jib. But as for your situation, I believe you've simply been the victim of a failure in postal delivery, Miss Verona. As so often happens. The case is solved. Your sister is the one in peril. Hopefully I can make it to the atrium before it's too late.
As soon as I heard Verona's sister worked at the atrium, I knew I was in for trouble.
Hey, I need to get in here. Official business?
Private party. No exceptions. If you're not on the list, my hands are tied.
I said official?
And I said no exceptions. Hat blocking your ears or something? Lovely to see you again, sir.
Same old.
So I hear, sir. But it's important work. I'd like you to know that I appreciate it, and you can always rely on my support.
Thank you, citizen. Always good to know the public are behind me. Might I go in?
Of course. Enjoy your evening, Senator.
Oh, I intend to.
Uh-oh. The artist in residence was in residence, and she never liked me being anywhere near the residence.
Detective, it is fascinating to see you here. Particularly as this is a private event, and I know you weren't on the list.
Do you know Ravenna? I think she's one of your, followers.
I have so many followers. Over 2 million when I last checked.
I just want to find Ravenna. Word is she works here, and often gets drunk, if you know what I mean.
If I knew such a girl, what she got up to in Atrium would be up to her. And not me.
Can I go look for her?
I'm not going for a law enforcement vibe tonight. I can't have you wandering through and breaking the immersion.
I'll be discreet. I promise not to poop the party.
What a wonderful image. I may never forget you said that.
I want to make sure the young lady is safe. Her sister, her twin, she's worried sick. Just need to check in with her.
A twin, I see. A matched pair, perhaps.
I guess I could introduce you. You know, so long as I know Ravenna's doing okay.
Oh, very well. She should be upstairs in the VIP area doing her job. Do not upset my guests.
Oh, I never aim to be an upset, Miss Moore.
No, you never do.
What was this? Broken glass, not yet cleaned up by Atrium's efficient staff. Recent. And I smelled something here. Fear. Fresh, sweaty, mortal fear. Ravenna, maybe I should get on the trail. Too late. And another metal cross. Color me unsurprised. I didn't think that would help.
I take it you're Ravenna, Miss Verona's sister.
So it seems, don't it, Detective? Same bone structure? Though it would be easier to tell if I still had a head.
Just so you know, I've imagined you with a head, because it makes conversing a lot easier. Let's see now. You died in the same way, right? Rebar in the heart and a bad case of neck trouble.
Sure, Detective. Just like the others. A death for a kindred. But I wasn't kindred.
Now, that's something. This is a message to my kind, not yours. Any other marks or wounds on you?
From the neck down, nothing crying out for attention, saving the hole in my chest. The head you gotta take on faith. But no other obvious marks. The most common wounds on someone like me are closed with a lick.
That's true. Not the healthiest of pastimes, as I guess you found out. You're still warm, and the blood isn't even congealed.
Yeah, you must have missed me only by a moment or two. Sorry, I had places to be.
This guy is quiet, strong, and scentless.
Isn't he, though?
And he doesn't stay for the torturing and the screaming. He's in and out, set dressing the space.
It's real theatrical, ain't it? But next time, could he maybe use stage blood instead?
Killed right here on the spot, I think.
It does look like it, from my blood and my body temperature. Such a shame. Used to think I was hot, but now... cooling rapidly.
So who were you really, Ravenna? Other than Verona's twin? And why did anyone want to kill you?
Look at me, Detective. I'm mortal, sure. But I'm blood doll, you know? They called me Isabella's plaything. See the pattern yet? Me and Pandora, mortals who are tied to vampires. A message from a hunter.
Maybe so. But why isn't he targeting the Kindred direct? And how is he here now, 100 years after his first kills?
I don't know. But you'll catch him for me, won't you?
Well, I'll try, although it won't improve your day.
Shit happens to us all. My sister will be happy, at least.
Please do, Detective. My sister will be happy, at least. Detective, are you quite well?
Sorry, Miss Emerson. I lost my thread there. What was that about your sister?
Let me give you some advice, fledgling. You are young, and you must learn. There are 2 princes in the city, and you will give them both deference. For your sire's sake, and to ensure your own survival. Do you understand me?
Oh, I get it, your princeship, honestly. I do. Cross my heart. I'm listening.
Sometimes I wonder what Gideon saw in you. Then I have a conversation like this and realize how similar you are. I said my sister would be happy as she wished to speak to you.
What's this? Am I this evening's topic for discussion?
Not at all, dearest. Merely discussing etiquette.
Not about me? Oh, well, that's time wasted. But it's so good to see you, Detective. I hope you are here to enjoy yourself and not on an official investigation. A broken vase, a stolen innocence, a bloodless corpse.
Hello to you, Lou.
Oh, dear Detective, you are a sparkling tonic in an evening of toadies. I have something to discuss with you as it happens, but please, do circulate first. Business can wait. After all, this is a celebration. I will see you both later. Oh, and sister, I want to talk to you about the Carstairs matter. Will you have time this evening? Tomorrow?
I haven't forgotten. Tomorrow would be better.
Very good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have egos to massage, including my own.
What are we celebrating again?
Really, I am starting to wonder why Malkavians are permitted at our court. It is New Year, and a gathering at this time is considered traditional.
Of course. Surprised you still celebrate, though, given how many you've seen.
We like to keep up with the times.
So you two are sisters, but very different sisters.
Sisters in blood, Detective. Not sisters in mortal terms. Has your sire told you nothing?
Honestly, he probably has, but I forget.
You are on thin ice, Malkavian. As is your sire.
You don't like my sire?
Gideon has his uses. You are yet to prove yours.
Well, I'm an adept juggler. Whether balls, or important clues, or, facts.
The sheriff has a modicum of faith in you. I honestly can't think why.
Might I ask how you became prince? Or should I say, one of two princes?
You can ask. It is a simple matter. The attack on our dear sire all those years ago left us leaderless. Lou and I thought it best to combine our talents.
That's a good job you two get on like a house on fire. Am I right?
I am never certain whether you're being sarcastic or direct.
Oh, direct. Definitely direct.
Lou Graham is adroit in certain spheres. I'd like to think my influence is in others. We complement each other well. Our partnership has seen this city successful through 30 years and more.
So, might I ask about the Carstairs matter Miss Graham mentioned?
A joint enterprise which my sister and I are considering. Nothing that should concern you. It is always wise to plan for the long term.
Well, I suppose in your case, the very, very long term.
Indeed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have had enough of your fumbling tongue.
Of course.
I wish a good evening to you, Detective. If, of course, you survive it.
I figured I should do the rounds properly before going to see her ladyship.
Evening. You're Isaac, right? Pleasant night.
Oh, am I in your place? My apologies, please. Pardon me.
No, not at all. It was you I wanted to talk to.
Why?
I'm surprised to see you here. I heard you don't get out much.
Yes.
You don't strike me as the type of fella who lives it up at the weekend. You enjoy these parties?
No.
Might I ask what brings you here?
The princes asked me to come, so I came. I'm their secret keeper. I observe, I learn, I research, I remember. They find it useful to have me on hand. Kindred of my clan are not well suited to such events, but I will step into the light when requested.
I get it. No one wants to outshine the hosts.
Indeed.
I gotta say, I do find the Nosferatu an interesting riddle. Would you be open to a sit-down some other time so I can pick your brains? I'd like to learn more about your folk, about your role in the Camarilla. I hope that ain't too forward.
Is it forward? I do not know. But I would enjoy sharing knowledge, so long as it is reciprocated.
It seems both our princes are in a fine mood tonight.
Yes, they are in good spirits. Some believe it impossible for two kindred to rule one domain. Indeed, I have found precious few instances of it being attempted before. It is assumed they will destroy each other in a bid to claim full power, but our princes seem to be the exception. They have not had a serious disagreement since March 2nd. It was a dinner party. Lou suggested I be forced to sire the beautiful wife of a politician who didn't laugh at her joke. Rosalind thought it crass.
So what do you think of our princes? Just between you and me.
They benefit each other in ways outsiders can't always see. Without both of them, Seattle would be in turmoil. Some find Rosalind cold and distant, but I think she is misunderstood. Not everyone enjoys being the center of attention.
I must fraternize with my adoring fans.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Sheriff, good to see you. Enjoying the party?
Yeah, having a whale of a time. You just missed me doing the Charleston. Listen up. Court soirees ain't about cake and cookies. Everyone has a role to play. A foothold to gain or a score to settle. But you and me, it's our job to stop trouble before it happens. No one's above that, no matter who they are. Got it? So, do a few rounds, bump gums, get to know 'em all a little better. Forewarned is forearmed. You never know who you'll face tomorrow.
So, another year, huh?
What do I care? What am I gonna do, huh? Find a pretty dame to kiss at midnight? Make a resolution to drink less and go to church? Counting off the years when you're immortal. What's the point? It's just a number.
Anything I should know?
Yeah, I got something. The cigarette girl killer. Knew the whole Cross and Rebar thing was familiar. Now don't go spreading this around. We don't want to start a panic. But doesn't this sound to you like the work of Santiago? Who? Ah, come on, Fabian. He hit the mortal front pages down in Frisco. Serial killer? Or hunter, depending on where you stand? Ask Isaac, the Nosferatu. He'll fill you in.
Who are these people? What are their lines? Who should I suck up to? Who should I avoid? What makes them all tick?
Hey, bloodsuckers are bloodsuckers. But we all share a secret, so we stick together. Lou calls it a family. The sisters, all their messed up cousins. And it's a family business. The court runs on money as much as blood. Mortals will pay a pretty penny for any vice, and more if it's outlawed. Fletcher runs the booze. Under Lou's wing, he's got free reign. Your old man Gideon handles the gambling. And Lou herself's been the Madam of Seattle for decades. Rosalind's the schemer. She's got Isaac, who has an ear in every alleyway. And she took in the Tremere girl to keep one foot in the arcane and one in the latest science. And you just make sure it all goes off without mortals catching on. Both the princes thought Gideon had it right, getting someone in the PD.
See you around.
Sure.
Good evening to you both.
How are you finding the party, my boy? They haven't kicked you out, which I guess is a good sign. You know Sophia, of course.
We've not actually met. I don't want to intrude.
Oh, please do. Fabian, right? You sent Gideon the puzzle? You are just as I imagined. He has told me so much. I mean, not that we talk behind your back or anything. Well, we do. But it's all good things.
Ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me. That puzzle you sent, an excellent recommendation.
I passed an entire night on it. Absolutely devilish.
Wasn't it just? It was id as a two-letter word that baffled me.
Yes, completely threw off my cipher. If you find any more like that, you must let me know.
What are you working on, Sophia?
I just like to keep my head down. Try and be useful where I can.
Don't be so modest. Oh, you must tell Fabian about the wireless.
The wireless, yes. Imagine, we listened to an orchestra concert.
All the way from New York. Sophia has built a set from parts. Oh, it sounds like scratching in a box to me, but...
The potential to communicate instantly between cities, not shackled to the telegraph.
But then the risk. One mortal with a little equipment in their garage, and our secrets are blasting out across the ether.
Well, that's the most alarming thing I've heard in a long time.
Exactly. Completely terrifying.
So how are things, oh sire of mine?
Same old, same old. They saunter in so full of hope and lose it at the table.
You did pick up on that fascinating man the other day. The one with the numbers?
That's right. The numbers man. I could tell he was working an angle. Fidgety fingers, you know? I went over, asked him very politely. Those beans came spilling out. He's some sort of math whiz, brain full of digits, flapping around like butterflies. So we broke a few of his actual digits and threw him out on his rear. You'd have liked him, I'm sure.
Is there anything I should, be aware of?
Actually, now you mention it, yes, a little morsel for you. Our friend Hector. I noticed some tension around the way he's holding his jaw. He's hiding something. A little push, and I could read enough to tell it was about a girl. I've never known him to spend time on romance. Interesting, don't you think?
Are all Camarilla princes like ours?
Terrifying, gorgeous, power-hungry tyrants, you mean? For the most part, yes. We could do a lot worse than our girls, I suppose, but truly, all I hear of princes follows the pattern. You have to remember, my boy, we are all sharks in human clothing.
It is also short-sighted. I'm not criticizing them, of course. I would never. I think our community would be better served if we spent a little more time researching all these emerging technologies that humans are coming up with, so we can protect ourselves. And a little less time,
Posing in ballrooms? Very true, my dear. Disappointing, but not surprising.
I was joined with Fletcher, and, well, to be frank, he doesn't think much of either of you.
My dear boy, we may all be bloodsuckers, but Fletcher is a leech. He doesn't value you unless he can ride around on your shoulders like the parasite he is.
Gideon's insightful nature makes some kindred uncomfortable.
And Sophia's razor-sharp intellect makes us all feel like dullards.
I think maybe my tendency to put both feet in my mouth is what annoys them.
Oh, I hear you. I'm always giving myself a swift kick in the teeth. Good speaking to both of you.
A pleasure.
Yes, of course, of course.
Well, well, if it isn't our very own investigator. I suppose they'd call you a dick, but you're hardly private. Am I right?
The king of swank himself. How's the upper crust?
Oh, now, let's not talk of kings among princes. I hope you haven't eaten. There'll be some rather keen party favors along shortly. Excellent vintage.
I hear it's mighty uncommon to have co-princes like this. Having never lived elsewhere, I wouldn't know.
Almost unheard of. Power sharing is an art, but they seem as thick as thieves, and they do manage it. Some speculate a blood bond, but I don't give credence to idle gossip.
A blood bond? I don't think I know that.
Oh, ask the little book girl about it. Her clan are the ones for that kind of malarkey.
The sisters, the princes, they make quite the impression.
Oh, don't they just? Power, old sport, is a heady pheromone. It makes the delightful delectable and the harlot wholesome. It's a good look for the city. You can't buy charisma, nor even rent it for a night.
This is quite the shindig. Very intimate.
Our royals wanted to keep the guest list exclusive. The deserving and the delicious, as it were. Of course, sometimes we have to make exceptions. Soothsayers, sorcerers, and sleuths. They're useful, to be sure, but they lower the tone. Don't you agree? Oh, do forgive me. I completely forgot who I was talking to for a moment there. What must you think of me?
How's business? I hear the chink of coins and the clink of bottles.
You know, Prohibition's been a boom, an absolute boom. Mortals crave nothing more than forbidden fruit. Rosalind and Lou take their cut, of course, but the coffers are swelling. It's hardly a chore to pay that tax. We have a few rivals to put down. Easily dealt with. People know we have capable hands at the wheel.
Capable hands? There's a history, then.
You must know it, Detective. You lived here before you died, after all. The fire, the city's death and rebirth. I admire someone who has the guts to take direct action, don't you? I'm sure Hector will fill you in. Every lawman should know their city. Just so long as you overlook any whiskey barrels you find in dark places.
I'll see you later.
Enjoy yourself, old sport.
I couldn't keep Lou waiting all night. Time to head up to face her.
You are the officer of... You're from the police department. You investigate shit every day, including kidnapping, murders, and everything. Like, what is your opinion on this? For vampires, it's okay. Or how does it work? I don't know, maybe I'm stupid.
Mistress Lou, you had something you wanted to discuss.
Ah, yes. The future, Detective. My sister and I have plans, and I'd like you to look into something for us.
What do you want me to look into, Mistress Lou? Just give me the facts.
You're aware of our recent troubles in the liquor market? Has Fletcher said anything to you?
He mentioned something in passing about rivals.
We are about to expand, but are suffering from a small roadblock, Detective. A roadblock I put at your door.
Mine?
Your territory, at least. Our Vancouver run has been interrupted, perhaps even redirected, and the rumor says it's someone in law enforcement.
Any names, faces? Any idea who?
Not as of yet. I do have a location and have managed to acquire some photographs. I will have my man Campbell delivered to your office.
That does sound like a solid start to a case. I won't deny it. This is quite the shindig.
Obviously, it's one of mine. But you focus, Detective, please. You miss so much if you don't pay proper attention. Now, if we can just...
No! My sister!
One from the top, both literal and figurative. Our killer was out for the kindred of Seattle, and I had a feeling he was just getting started.
Well?
What I'm saying is that imagine your investigation leads you to the point when you realize, oh, so the victim was just kidnapped for the party, just like this one. Oh, then it's fine. Then what? It's just weird.
Rise and shine, Sheriff. About time you clocked in. See what the prince has lined up for us tonight.
You have nothing to say about your memories?
Huh. Well, that was a lineup of faces from 100 years back. Something's pulling them out of my past. Do I trust my own mind? I would not vouch for it. I do think those things happen, but why we're both seeing them and what bearing they have on our case? That is a puzzle I can't answer right now. I guess we should head out.
To be completely honest with you, so far, Fabian's story intrigues me more than Nomad's story. Is that normal?
About time. Surprise!
How did you get here?
One dainty foot after the other, in the nomad steps he trod, or something equally festive. It's Christmas. Everyone's too wrapped up to even look around. A modern tragedy, am I right? All the lonely people. Mind you, it makes for easy pickings when you're feeling the need.
It is refreshing to find one of your clan outside the shadows.
Stepping out's my thing. I might be undead, but I know what I am. What we both are, right? We're fabulous. We're gonna live forever, and the normies are terrified of us. You're a bloodsucker, my friend. It doesn't get any more queer than that.
Queer?
Embrace it. Love it. Masquerade permitting, of course. Terms and conditions definitely apply.
None of this explains why you are here now.
Yeah. Heard of Isabella Moore?
We met.
Well, of course you did. Bit of a poseur, right? Toreador through and through, and then even further through. Art must be excess. Art must provoke. Art must live perilously close to railing the masquerade into orgasmic oblivion. Anyway, she has a nightclub, Atrium. There's blood on the snow outside, and the doors are locked. The cop bands are all stirred up. I'm kind of tied up with a thing. Do me a sheriffy favor, throw on your glad rags, slip into the party, see what's what.
Tell me about her. What am I likely to face?
Honest opinion? I fucking love art, you know? Real art, raw art. She's really good, but she's biting too deep. Thralls, blood dolls, pick your poison. She's made it big among the kind. Magazine cover big. Heck, internet big, they tell me. The bigger she is, the closer she grinds herself along the edge of the masquerade, the more she gets off on it.
I will visit this atrium.
A cut to the chase kind of sheriff. That's handy. Take it from a self-serving rat like me. You're doing okay so far. Rion loves you, baby, but don't get any ideas. She might be new to this prince thing, but the kid's swinging the hammer right now. Don't piss her off.
Hello again, dear. I trust you wiped your feet.
You have something for me to do?
I realize this is a horrible cliche, but if you're passing St. Stephen's, there should be a package amongst the graves near the ivy-covered tree. Could you bring it? It has a rather short shelf life.
I will see it done. I am not yet fully restored. Shall we try again?
Yes, indeed. Let us talk through the theory. So, in theory, the best way to awaken your faded powers is to consume Tremere blood. I've brewed just a little of mine into this tea you see before you. You should be able to keep it down, theoretically. Would you mind if I make notes? Well, I hope that jogged your memory a little.
Be well, Mrs. Thorne.
I guess that's Mrs. T's parcel. Only a little damp. We should get it back to her.
I confess, I'm starting to enjoy our conversations. Somewhat.
Your package, Mrs. Thorne. Only lightly soiled by grave dirt.
Strange what powers mortals associate with stone and bones, isn't it? Yet because they do, there is power there. Have a cup on the house to pep you up.
Good to see you still in one piece.
Is there someone who needs my attention?
There is. This glove belonged to Edward. Edward wore this glove to reduce clear bruising from the knuckles and scratches from his nails. His girlfriend is clumsy around furniture.
I will deal with this. Will you help me once again?
I'm glad you returned. I am told that if you drink the blood of Banu Hakim, it will awaken the memory of some of the powers you gained from my kind. I will give you my blood in a cup. Drink and be restored. Do you feel your blood is aroused, friend?
I hope your night is pleasant.
Can't wait to show you some right tricks.
That should see Nico satisfied. Let's drop in on him.
Come in, stay a while. It is good to get out of the snow. I hear you visited Edward. That is justice. Here, I have found another rarity you might need. Take it if you wish.
There's Atrium, a fancy feeding ground for a fancy dame. Here's our boys in blue. Tread carefully.
Evening, friend. Afraid there's no fun to be found here. Back of the line, maybe it'll open up later.
Officer McMillan. 3 kids, wife has a bad leg.
Officer Macmillan, good to see you again. How is your dear wife?
Hey there. She's good, thank you. But if you know Abigail, you know she'd tell you to run along home. Strong drink is a mocker.
Yep, that's Abigail.
Place is locked up tight and no one's answering. Sorry to spoil your night, friend, but I'd find your party elsewhere.
So much for sweet talking. It's a big building. There'll be another way inside. Blood on the snow, if I had to guess, that came from Atrium. Intentional? A mess? Maybe you could scramble up, look for a window.